beginning of this very qualifiers. In fact, Iceland won their meeting in Italy. So Italy know that that they are going to be up against a really good team. Teams have highs and lows. We've also seen Italy play very well against Iceland in the past, but also Iceland have won other games. So it's Iceland and their fans. We know that when they get behind this national team, it is something special. We've seen them travel. We saw them play at the FIBA Eurobasket in 2017 and took an incredible number of fans to cheer on Iceland. So they're being introduced to the crowd now. And talking about Iceland, this is a team that has great play from its guards. And the question is, will they be able to compete and defend well against the Italians and have that productivity that Craig Peterson is looking for from that backcourt, but also overall efficiency. Trygve Helenissen obviously is a real force at Italy, fully aware how he can take over a game with his size, his rebounding, and it's really important to keep him out of the lane if possible and to limit his touches because he can be dangerous. Jan Axel Gudmundsson as well as Kristen Paulsen, and talking about great guards, Martin Hermansen and Elvar Friedrichsen. But now the teams on the court for the national anthems. Well, it's a great part to hear those national anthems. Now looking at the referees, Johan Rosso, the crew chief, in the middle from France, Josip Jurcevic from Croatia, and Zafer Yilmaz from Turkey doing the refereeing tonight. And Now the teams will go through their final paces, and we'll also look at the starting fives. So for Italy, Nico Magnan, Stefano Tonut, Amedeo Tessitore, Francesco Ferrari, and Riccardo Rossato in the starting five, with Leonardo Candy, Ricci, Matteo Spagnolo, Gabriele Procida amongst the substitutes. Marco Ramondino serving as the head coach tonight. And Jan Axel Gudmundsson, Elvar Fredriksson, Kristen Paulsen, Martin Hermansson, and Trygve Helenissen. The starting five for Iceland, a veteran starting five. Henningsen, Thorbjorn Narsson, Atlason, Jonsson, Gudmundsson, Thrasterson, all coming off the bench for Craig Peterson. The veteran coach has been there so long. Hails from Canada, has lived in Denmark, and has coached this Icelandic team for so many years. Has done an incredible job. So we know Luca Banchi not coaching Italy in this July window for family reasons, which is why Ramondino has taken charge in his absence. And well, he's an accomplished coach in his own right, Ramondino, but, you know, it's just kind of the nature of sport and of national team basketball. Sometimes you have some players that are available. Sometimes you have to have other players, and even from a coaching standpoint, and particularly in this group with Mark Studel not able to coach Great Britain in their game tonight at Lithuania, because his wife is giving birth, and he wants to be there for the birth of their child. And now we have the same situation here with personal reasons or family reasons keeping Luca Banchi away. So big test, big opportunity for Ramondino. And for Peterson, meanwhile, getting ready to put his players through their final paces. And again, the stakes are high for Iceland, as they know they need to get another win to punch their ticket to the second round. If they don't get it tonight, then they'll play in England against Great Britain, needing to win that game to move on into the second round. Italy did play the last FIBA Basketball World Cup. Iceland did not. Iceland trying to make it. You know, we've seen them at the Eurobaskets, but can they go all the way to the FIBA Basketball World Cup? And you can only imagine that if they do, there will be quite a few Icelandic fans making the trip to Doha. Well, you also have a lot of veterans still in this Italy team. You look at Nico Magnan, played some really good Italy teams, the one that made it to the Olympics in Tokyo after winning the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Belgrade. Stefano Tonut is a veteran, has been around a long time. And you've also got the youngsters like Francesco Ferrari, just kind of at this exciting moment. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, folks. We are in Iceland for the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers between Italy and Iceland. Big game tonight. Italy already with 3 wins. So Italy leading 15-12 here against Iceland. And the bucket is good. And just like that, Iceland have closed the gap back to one. Elvar Fredriksson with the bucket. Now Italy. Tessitore, nice spin, goes up, and a foul called on Helenius, and that's number 2 on Big Trigby. Iceland and Italy, apologies, we're having some audio transmission difficulties, trying to get that sorted out. Meanwhile, Italy leading 20-19 over Iceland in this World Cup qualifier. That it's such a desperate, well, not desperate, but certainly Iceland want to get the win, and so does Big Trigby. Tonu drives in, gets the bump, and he will go to the line, much to the annoyance of the fans. So that foul called on Thrasterson. And Tonu steps up to the line. Hermanson goes out. He's had a good start to the game. Red hot, 13 points. Must be tempting to leave him out there, even if he's a little bit gassed, a little bit tired. Tonut makes 1 of 2. And Helenissen, who won the FIBA Europe Cup title with Bilbao this season. Those big hands getting the rebound. Now another 3 attempt. That's long. Helenissen kept it alive. Thrasterson. And now Tonut. Richie in the game, number 17. Oh, nice little move into the lane from Spaniolo. And if this is on Helenissen, this is bad news. That's 3. So Helenissen goes out, 3 points, and boy, that changes the complexion of this game. Iceland lose their starting big. On the other hand, perhaps gives them a little bit more, changes the style of how they play. Maybe gives them an advantage in terms of movement, but no rim protection there as Spaniolo goes right to the rim. Tough drive and foul. 2 free throws. Gianpaolo Ricci sending Christian Paulsen to the hardwood. Although, to be fair, he's just trying to cover. Clean foul. So Paulsen steps up to the stripe. It's the first to go. He's really become one of the most important players in this team, Paulsen. Good shooter, although he misses the second free throw. Prochidas checked into the game, gets the rebound. 3-point shot. Gianpaolo Ricci misses. Oh. And I think Paulsen maybe just got a shot to the face from his teammate. A little bit of friendly fire. Well, that was bad turnover. It leads to a break. And the long rebound. Great hustle. Ball game getting a little bit crazy. Blasterson goes out. Atlason comes in. Henningsen sitting out, catching his breath. Baldasso. Tommaso Baldasso spins, turns, puts it up and in. And Procida whistled for a foul. Yep, that was a grab, a hold on Jonsson. Hermanson back in the game. You don't want him to cool off because he's been so hot. Here he is. Steps back, puts it up, misses. That's the danger when you take him out. How long do you leave him out before you get him back in? Well, he came back in pretty quickly. And Baldasso throws it out of bounds. A little bit of miscommunication. Three-point shot, and he was fouled. 3 free throws awarded. Well, it happens every game. Fredrickson. Yep. I think Richie could have done a better job of pulling that hand back right at the end. Nico Mannion comes in, Richie goes out. It's tough guarding that three-point shot. You don't want to make contact. You don't want to take away his landing space. But you also know that players like Fredrickson also, as he should probably, will be seeking contact to plant the seed of doubt in the referee's mind that he was fouled. Boy, look at these Icelandic fans. They are like sitting on the edges of their seats, absolutely glued, living and dying on every possession. Nico Mannion's got to get up quick right at the end of the quarter. Oh, boy, that was close. Well, we thought this was going to be a barn burner, and we think we've got one. Italy lead 27-25 over Iceland at the end of one. Well, the big story for Iceland, they don't have Tryggvi Heleniusson. He's got 3 fouls and probably will not return for the rest of the first half unless things get really desperate. But it could lead to other opportunities, lose size, but maybe gain a little bit of quickness, maybe a little bit more three-point shooting. But without a doubt, they want him in there. And thank goodness for Iceland that Martin Hermansen showed up tonight, because he is having one of his best games for his country. That's probably one of his best quarters ever. Meanwhile, Stefano Tonut for Italy. And this is why you miss Heleniusson, his ability to get those offensive rebounds and putbacks. And then Hermansen, well, you know, even on that play, Richie was really close to making contact. Here's Heleniusson again. They don't have any other players in that Icelandic team, and a lot of national teams don't really have a player like Heleniusson that is just so big. He can just get in that area and wreak havoc. Scan in the QR code to access and log into Courtside 1891. Watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. Well, Iceland, oh, look at this. They're going to roll the dice, and they're going to start with Heleniusson, and maybe his presence has led to the good vibes, because Iceland have knocked down a 3 to take the lead. And just like that, an immediate answer from Italy and Procida. Procida might be the player that, if all other coaches out there watching this game, if they could take one player out of this game and add him to their team, he would be it. Oh, beautiful play, and they get it to big Trygve. And Trygve just knows, don't charge, just dunk and get fouled, and get offensive rebounds and putbacks. And Measure with the foul got in there a little bit too late, and this is a gamble by Peterson, and it's a gamble that so far is paying off. He's got 3 fouls, but he's also just come right out and made a couple of plays on 2 consecutive trips down the floor as Iceland go back up by 1. The gamble is that Italy will try to get that 4th foul on him. Spaniolo gets it up and in. He might be the other player that other coaches would love to have. Elvar. Oh, the fake from Trygve. Trygve trying to do a little bit too much that time. Good idea, but just wasn't able to execute it. But for a guy who grew up on a farm, chasing sheep, and then discovering basketball, I'd say he's developed quite well. Discovering basketball quite late, in fact. The fact that he plays professionally in Spain, that's all you need to know. He's a very important player. Spaniolo gets it, beautiful bounce pass, and Measure gets it, goes up, and he scores. That was a nice finish. Oh, that batted ball triggered a break. Jan Axel Gudmundsson whistled for the foul. Well, I fully expect this game to go right down to the wire. So if any of you are thinking of going anywhere, make sure you're back for the finish, because it's going to be a thriller. But ideally, you'll stay and watch this battle between 2 teams that have a nice rivalry. And it is a nice rivalry. Bounce pass, how about that? And Procida announcing himself to be the high flyer in this game. This guy can sky, and he goes up, and that's what you do. You don't take any chances, you dunk it, because if you go up there with that weak stuff, it might get rejected. Came off his first season at Real Madrid. Of course, a lot of Italians. Interesting that he comes off the bench. And how about Jan Axel Gudmundsson, former Davidson Wildcat. Played for the legendary Bob McKillop. Now to the right corner, Procida, look out. Gabriele, I am a superstar. Procida quickly the other way, and Iceland missed with the 3. The lead is 6 for Italy. Procida's pass ended up being like a pinball. And it's going to go back. Nicola Akele not able to control it. Well, you look back at some of the games as Ferrari comes in. Looks like he's kind of beefed up a little bit. So Italy beat Iceland 95-71, November 22nd, 2024 in a Eurobasket qualifier. But then 3 days later, Iceland won 81-74 here over Italy. And then on August 20, and that was also a Eurobasket qualifier, August 2nd, 2025, Italy won 87-61 over Iceland at friendly. November 27th, 2025, Iceland in these qualifiers won 81-76 in Italy. Procida with the rebound. Nice finish, forcing Baldasso, forcing Peterson to call a timeout, try to cool off this Azzurri team, which suddenly has the bit between the teeth and an 8-point advantage.
Basically, we're getting good shots every time up, right? Right? When they collapse, when Martin gets into the key, be ready to shoot. When he kicks it out, you're open, you shoot it. Right?
Hey, strákar, Rosi Dæfur skorar svona oftast í þessu leikunda. Við vitum hvar hann
Hey, hvað nálagt þessu gæja? Ég bara að fara að vindur allt með Spanjóla og við erum bara heima. Lefa að skjóta eitt þrist. Það bara búin að skora búla. Okay? Við erum bara heima. Það að finna allt.
And then also listen for this, just running regular threes, okay? But come off of Kitty so that Trigny's setting the first one open-sided. And then whoever's at the point, adjust over here a little bit more so that we can attack this one. And Trigny's rolling along the baseline, right? Okay, come on.
Scenes from Reykjavik. Remember, Helenissen has 3 fouls, so it is a period fraught with danger for him. Does not want to pick up a 4th. Although I do remember Marc Gasol getting 4 fouls once while playing for Spain in the gold medal game at the 2012 Olympics in London. And that was in the first half. And then in the end, he didn't foul out. So crazy game sometimes. Iceland will turn around. Does he get off in time? And the answer is no, he did not. Elvar Fredriksson. Spaniolo looking slick. Getting the 3-point shot. This time for Italy. Baldasso, he's hit two shots in a row, and the Azzurri go up by 11. Oh my goodness. Lob City to Tryggvi. Baldasso, nice change of direction. And then Emergiru not able to rebound it. Hermanson, he's got it. Well, seems to me that Martin needs to be taking even more shots than he has already. Three-pointer, no, excuse me, a normal jump shot good for Baldasso, who is just suddenly found his shooting rhythm. 3 in a row for him. And this is a hold on Spaniolo, the Saski Baskonia star in Spain. Hermanson, low dribble. shows he's human. And this time Trygve not able to score with the putback. Spaniolo, long rebound. Baldasso, beautiful bounce pass for Perchita to the corner. And Paulson fouls the three-point shooter, and Francesco Ferrari is going to the free throw line. Virtus Bologna star Ferrari. And it's like I said before, you know, players will be looking for opportunities to seek out contact. And I think that was probably an example. So that was a huge swing, and Francesco Ferrari makes all three. Ferrari was the MVP of the under-20 Eurobasket, FIBA under-20 Eurobasket in 2025, after leading Italy to the title. Three-point shot, got it. Well, Hermansen. No, that wasn't Hermansen, excuse me. Jan Axel Gudmundsson gets it back to a 9-point deficit. Procida spins, turns, zips it across, down low, and Mejeru. Oh boy. And Jonsson with the foul, sending Mejeru to the line. Plays for the East Carolina Pirates, college basketball. Actually born in Leicester, England. So many guys born in England end up playing for other national teams. Isaac Fotu, where are you? And ten-point lead. Procida able to stand up. Beautiful pass. And Ferrari with the foul. Gudmundsson going to the line. Hermansen's high for Iceland, 27 points. Oh, he makes one of two. Had 27 points in a game back in 2021. That was against the Netherlands. The Dutch. Tonit returns to the court. Procida goes out. I'm guessing we'll see Procida across the pond in the NBA one day. Jan Axel Gudmundsson, that was an air ball and it fell to his teammate. And Paulson tried to go right back up with it and missed. Probably wishes he had it back. Look out for Baldasso. Remember, he had that hot streak. Here's Ferrari. And Paulson called for the foul. And Ferrari, who definitely has bulked up in the last year or so. He's been hitting the weights. And just looks like a basketball player, doesn't he? I mean, he's got a bright future. Martin Hermanson goes out. I mean, the Italians have so many good young players. Ferrari. Well, Iceland will be glad that he missed those. They need all the help they can get right now as they trail by 9 in a game they need to win to avoid turning their next one into a do-or-die match, a do-or-die game. There they are scrapping away. Three-point shot. You got it. Elvar. Well, you remember Elvar, what he does. It was in these very European qualifiers. They were down by 21 points with just over 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And they came back to win it 86-85. And Fredriksson capped it all off. The miracle comeback with a game-winning buzzer beater. And he ended up with 34 points.
Ottimo sforzo al rimbalzo. Ok, Francesco le sta toccando, dobbiamo prendere la palla. Prossimo possesso. Tex. Tu sei nascosto su questo lato. Ci siamo? 5, scusami. 5. Franci, tu sei qui. Tonno, tu sei qua. Ok, Baldasso, attraversa. Tonno, usa questo. Ok, la palla va a Tonut. Basso. Slip dobbiamo fare, duck in, Tonut, attacchi, palla a Nico, palla dentro a Tex, ok, come fatto?
So back to a 7-point deficit. Italy bring Tonut back in. And with Lennison sitting down perhaps for the final couple of minutes, Iceland exposed a little bit for a lack of size or easy to get more mismatches. And Tessitore goes to the line. Up 7. And both free throws are good. Back to a 9-point lead. Johnson. Oh boy, another turnover. Henningsen trying to make the pass. Three-point shot. That's a, or was it 3? No, that was a 2. Yeah, that was a 2 from Tonut, and the lead goes back to 11. Paulson. Johnson with the rebound. Elvar again, great hands by Tessitore, knocking it away. Tonud goes down low. And another foul. So Iceland have committed their share of fouls, and it's leading to some opportunities at the line where Italy are 15 of 20. The lead is 12, and Elvar does just enough to get it up and in. Trygve, interesting, back in the game here for the final minute. Has to be careful. He's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to leave his feet. Tessitore, knowing he's got the foul trouble. Lenison, and Italy trying to get that other foul on him, fall down, but Tessitore is not going to get the call. Now he hustles and comes back down, and Italy trying to go for their biggest lead of the game. Their biggest lead is 12, which is what they have right now. Mannion sips it over to Ferrari for three. And that is, I believe, going to be the end of a very disappointing first half for Iceland. And a great first half for Italy, who lead at 58-46. The free throw shooting, well, both teams getting a lot of trips to the line, and Iceland only making 55% of theirs. 4 steals for Italy. It's quite notable. Hermansen 16, Fredriksson and Lenison each with 9, 11 for Tessitore, Tonud, and Procida each with 9 points for the Italians. Well, here's some of the plays, the best plays in the second quarter. That was effectively won by the Italians. 31-21. We saw the jam from Lenison, then we see Procida coming in. Elvar Friedrich, or John Axel Gudmundsson knocking down the three, then Procida again. Spaniolo, or no, that was Baldasso, excuse me. Elvar with a lob to Lenison. Baldasso just got hot. Fredriksson getting that one to go. But they got to be able to get stops, and this Italian team shooting 71% inside the arc, 44% from deep, and making free throws. They didn't get many stops.
Without Elva Fredriksson on the floor, it's quite a struggle offensively here for Iceland. Good hands, big time, Labana, good night. Well, I think Marek Blažević just had enough at this point.
Hungary trying to find some rhythm. Oh, big time dunk. That's some rhythm, just thrown up and crushed.
Here we go, driving in and getting the block. It goes off of Yurtseven.
Well, get him rejected. To Bellis, said not in your house. And oh my goodness, both ends of the floor. His name is Azuolas Tubelis. What a play. Atsi Prashao, excuse me. Fernandez gets a high screen, goes behind the back, and that is the La Laguna Tenerife combo. Well, in the BCL, you've seen that time and time again.
On the verge of winning here, they may be, if they could get something good, they can! Here's 3, Timo Lambola! They lead by 1!
They'll use the high screen instead, roll into the basket. Onenichuk over the top, what a slam. Poland rolling. The score from Lloyd, the stop. Dominic Onenichuk.
Sally Niang, once again! Niang gang, baby! Well, I spoke about his athleticism. I told you what to expect, and Saliu Niang delivers.
The score is wrong on the board. It's an 82-81. Lloyd steps back for the game. Oh, Jordan Lloyd for the win. Silence in the arena. Jordan Lloyd has broken the hearts of this Latvian crowd. Jordan Lloyd has a 37-point game, but the last 3 are the most important 3.
Got to get it in bound. Fredriksson goes behind the back, goes up for it. Ah, baby! Good night, Iceland! Elva, MVP Fredriksson has done it. They found a way, and they came back and won it. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
I'll go attacks to close out. Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
So Amedeo Teslatore with 11 points, leading Italy in scoring. He's been a model of efficiency, and this Italian team has really been running like a well-oiled machine on offense. Martin Hermanson, meanwhile, has been getting it done for the hosts tonight. Scored 13 points in the first quarter. Now has 16. And Iceland need every one of them, one of those points, because they're down by 12. They need some other guys to step up. Iceland 6 of 13 from deep, 11 of 20 inside the arc. Their free throw misses have been costly. Well, it gets out of the big surprises today. Romania winning 73-66, even though that was at home against Greece. I have to say that was a massive result. Ukraine won big over Georgia, 95-76. Lithuania big winners over Great Britain. That's has implications on this group, obviously. Spain big winners over Denmark. Montenegro solved to determine Portugal in Portugal. Serbia behind Nikola Jokic. Won big over Switzerland, pulled away in the second half. Turkey continue to roll, winning over Bosnia and Herzegovina at Bosnia and Herzegovina, 82-75, and we also have this one. And of course, got some games tomorrow, a lot of big ones. Let's just be honest, they're all big. So again, Luca Bacchi not with the team for the July window for family reasons, and Coach Raimondano, his assistant, is handling the head coaching duties. Well, one of the bigger developments in this game was the 3 fouls collected by Tryggvi Heleniusson in the first quarter. He came out of the game, but then at the start of the second, Coach Craig Peterson elected to put him back in there, and he was effective, especially on offense initially. And but I think you could tell late that, you know, he's kind of limited defensively because he's aware that he can't play quite as freely, and especially as we saw Teslatore go at him right at the end to score that bucket. So Italy going for their 4th win, and what's crucial for Italy obviously too is it's a crucial game for them because all the wins carry over into that next phase of the competition. So the more wins, you know, you got to collect the wins. They have to accumulate as you try to lock in one of those qualifying spots. Nico Mannion looks really healthy right now, really fit. Good to see him back to his best. Spaniolo looks just like he's really kind of growing up into a fine guard. So Iceland hoping to enjoy the second half a little bit more than the first. They get a win, they punch their ticket for the second round. Otherwise, they have to go to Great Britain, have to win at Great Britain in their last game in a battle for third place. Scanning that QR code to get the World Cup Qualifiers app. And just surf away, looking at all the great things it has to offer, from fixtures to live scores to videos. Certainly something that I look at a lot. Second half is underway here in Reykjavik. Italy with that first possession and going hard to the basket, but denied. Elvar Fredriksson races down the floor. He passed it around. Jon Axel Gudmundsson had an open look. Mannion pulls up from deep. He's got it. And that stretches the lead to 15. Boy, just grazed the net with that one, Paulson. Tonu from downtown. And that might just be the type of play that Italy could, you know, think about it. Early in the shot clock, you're up 15. You don't look inside. Of course, it's all about whether you make it or not. And great defense, forcing the over and back. So Tonu, just as I was questioning his early shot, comes out and makes a play on defense. And that's a surprisingly bad play by Martin Hermansen. Final game. Mannion. Shot clock about to expire. Oh, ends up left wide open and knocks down his second three. And Italy are cruising. 64-46. Biggest lead of the game. Well, I said that you could expect this to go down to the wire. I'm starting to wonder if that's going to happen. And now an offensive foul on Jon Axel Gudmundsson as Iceland start to really fall off the pace here. Yep, just kind of reached up and got him with the left elbow. So Iceland called timeout, and remember, they have shown the ability. Okay, so they might upgrade this to an unsportsmanlike. That's what the referees are looking at. So the thing is it a basketball play? Is a natural movement of the arm, or he doesn't really swing it, but I'm not sure it's the natural movement. So they do not upgrade it. It was close. Close, but no cigar. Nico Mannion, he's had a couple of threes. He's taken one for the team, and here he is. Iceland showing a little bit of spunk. Three-point shot. Got it! Well, Martin Hermansen, no such thing as just a first-half shooter for him. He's come out and hit one again now. 19 points in the game for Hermansen. Lenison trying to guard Tessitore. He's got the foul trouble. He goes up, he has to take a gamble, and this is crashing the boards and the foul. You can't be upset with your player, Ricardo Rosado, for that play. He's just trying to rebound the basketball. Maybe needs to be under a little bit better control, but still. Well, the deficit back to 15. Iceland get it in, and Helenissen fouled as he goes up by Tessitore. Here he goes. I just wonder if at some point in his career he's going to bring the backboard down. He looks like he could go up like Eddie Tavares style from Cabo Verde, Real Madrid. He did that at the AfroBasket once. Not saying that I want to see it, but whew, this is badly. The free throw shooting has left a lot to be desired for Iceland tonight. Six of 9. 7 of 10. Well, actually, that's not too bad. Gets it back to a 14-point deficit. Open three, that's good. Wow. Rosado makes amends. Lead goes back to 17. And the foul from behind, and 3 free throws awarded. So Tessitore, now they're going to change the call and say that he was not in the shooting motion. Did seem a little cheap. Iceland trying to get whatever they can at this stage. Hermanson open at the elbow. They battle for the rebound. Great job, Italy, on the glass. And Mannion goes all the way in for the dunk. He has been vintage Mannion tonight. Pass down low to Trigby, falls down. Looked like Tessitore pulled the chair out from under him. Look at this. Yeah, he kind of backed up. I think Helenissen thought he was going to kind of bang into him. So the jump ball possession arrow favors Iceland. They keep possession. Oh. Axel Gudmundsson gets it over to the corner. Just feels like Iceland need that one good shot to fall just to trigger something. Mannion, bounce pass. Good patience out to the perimeter. Now a chance to go quick for Iceland. They push it. And Jan Axel Gudmundsson, in a rush, turns it over. So that is 4 fouls on Trygve Helenissen. He'll have to be the biggest fan, literally, on the bench. With 15.5 minutes remaining. And I would imagine that Italy will be trying to get those passes down low to Tessitore, because they've definitely got a size advantage. Here he is getting locked up with Jan Axel Gudmundsson. Frustration evident for Jan. Tessitore once again trying to make himself available. Mannion steps back for 3, and Tessitore able to get the rebound. He turns, he goes back up, and the loss of Helenissen is telling. 71-50, Italy in the ascendancy. Three-point look, and another miss. The dump, and batted away, tried to get it to Ferrari, and The extension by Fredrickson wins him a trip to the line. Look at this. I think it's pretty good defense by Tonu. The only thing is, maybe he swings down at the ball, so that gives the referee the excuse to make that call. So Jan Axel goes out. Peterson looking for some different options right now. Now they want to review something. Did Fredrickson say something? Oh, that's what it was. He said he got hit in the stomach and they should go and review it. But I'm not sure that was a hit. But maybe he did something. Maybe he was trying to make it look like something had happened. Well, Raimondo has to be pleased taking the helm. His Italian team looks sharp tonight. Fredrickson makes 1 of 2. Quick pass. Back outside to the corner now. Tonu steps back. Oh boy. Italy are putting on a clinic. Or Iceland saving the best for last, or is this just going to be Italy's night, remembering that Iceland beat them in Italy. Fasterson knocks down the 3, gets it back to 20. Oh boy, oh nice patience. How did Richie miss that? Nice handoff, nice behind the back. Oh boy, what a layoff, and then Italy hustled back to play defense and got the deny. And then Richie and Tonu charges into Paulson, who takes one for the team. But how did Iceland not finish at the other end? They just weren't able to get up and go up against those Italians. .20 deficit. Well, 13 minutes is a long time. Fasterson goes all the way in. And gets it back to 18. Or no, excuse me, that was Thorpe Yarnison. Mannion again. Almost a chance for Iceland. They just couldn't collect it. Spaniolo, fresh, been resting. Oh my! That just adds insult to injury right there. Right off the bench and knocks down a deep 3 right at the buzzer. Paulson for three. Concentrating. Shots perhaps about to fall, but they've got to get stops at the other end. One thing that's been consistent tonight has been those drums. To the corner. Ferrari has it batted out of bounds with 3.2 seconds left. Emma Giroux is going to come into the game. So a lot of size to have to deal with. Procida coming back in, and it just feels relentless. The quality of player coming off the bench for Italy. Emma Giroux. This guy is a college player, if you can believe it, at East Carolina. You can see Atlason trying to yank him kind of out of position, doing whatever he could. And Emma Giroux just such a strong athlete. Actually born in Leicester, England. Italy had another famous player from England. Makes both. And the shot no good. Carlton Myers was born in London. He played in the Italy team that won that European title in 1999. Then went to the Olympics. One of the all-time greats from Italian basketball. Nice shot. Another three-pointer. And this one from Leonardo Candy. So it doesn't matter who you are. If you're wearing the Italian shirt tonight, you're playing well. And 3 free throws awarded to Paulson, fouled by Ricci. Is that the second time that Ricci's fouled the three-point shooter? It is indeed. Well, the Icelandic faithful haven't given up as Paulson goes to the line. Ooh. Desperately needs something to go right. And when you get fouled shooting a three and you miss the first two, it is not a good sign. Spaniolo gets in, gets blocked. Surprised that he tried that. Fasterson takes it down. Open, that's short. And crashing the boards. The foul on Atlason, number 11. Candy goes to the line, makes the first. Italy making them tonight making more than missing, that's for sure. It goes to 84-60. Remember, Iceland won this matchup in Italy earlier in the qualifiers, but it's been a different story tonight. As the pressure has grown, Iceland have not been able to respond. Atlason catches, turns, and scores in the lane. Final 10 seconds. It's a 22-point lead. And it goes. Richie Procida steps to his left. Good rotation. He's going to get another chance and gets it up too late. I think Richie was hoping that he would get that back. 3 quarters in the books. 84-62, Italy in command. Well, Marco Raimondino must be thinking, hey, there's nothing to this national team coaching stuff. He's doing a great job. His team's leading 84-62 after 3 quarters. They added 10 points to their halftime lead in that 3rd quarter. Since that opening frame that was very tight, it's been one-way traffic, and feels like everybody's playing well for the Azzurri. You got 3 players in double digits already. You got 4 others, or 3 others, with 9 points, right on the verge of getting to double digits. That shot gave Iceland a little bit of hope from Atlason, but it's going to take something special. Scan in the QR code to get courtside 1891 to access and log in to courtside 1891 so you can watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. Well, there's no need to leave Tryggvi Heleniusson on the bench with 4 fouls when you're down by 22. You got to play him. You don't want to save him and put him back in when you're down 32. You might as well put him in now and see what he can do for you. Spaniolo. Just so slick. That is what you call the Viking thunderclap, or the Viking clap that Iceland's so well known for, and they get a bucket and the foul. More of that, please. Get it down to Heleniusson. I'm not sure how often Emerju goes up against guys his size. But Heleniusson, with the 4 fouls, still has given some production tonight. 13 points, 4 rebounds. I think his mere presence that time impacted the shot by Spaniolo. 3-pointer from Elvar Fredriksson. Or Martin Hermansen. That is now a, excuse me, that was Martin, and that makes it an 18-point game. 22 points for Martin Hermansen. Iceland have to do a little bit of gambling. They have to reach. They have to try to knock the ball away to get down in transition, get easy buckets. Procida. Oh boy, look at Amezuro go up and get that rebound. That was impressive. Spaniolo. Oh. No challenge from Trygve. Oh, tough take. Tough finish from Elvar. Or Good Janssen, excuse me. I'm wanting to give Elvar all the credit for these. He's not even on the court. I know he is. He's chasing the ball. Oh, a turnover. And could not pick it up in time. Was it kicked by Iceland? Oh, it was hit. It went off the leg of Baldasso, and they said it was a kick. So it's an 18-point deficit. 7:50 remaining. When you have a comeback like they did against Lithuania, you think anything is possible. And that was a good drive. Tessitore basically wrapped up Jan Axel Gudmundsson. Watch this. It's like he kind of right there. Ooh. That was an obvious foul. Iceland will definitely be trying to get opportunities at the free throw line despite their struggles to score while the clock is stopped. I think it'll be difficult for them to set up any type of press against this Italian team with these guards. Takes his time, makes both, gets it back to a 16-point deficit. The fans are stirring. They remember what happened against Lithuania. Three-point shot. And it's going to stay at this end. Tessitore doesn't want to be helped up by Jan Axel Gudmundsson. Watch this. See if Jan Axel definitely came over the back. At the other end, remember, Tessitore fouled Jan Axel, so there's a little bit of simmering little feud going on there between those two. So Elvar Fredriksson whistled for the foul there. 16-point deficit. Clock is not the issue yet, but it soon will be. Richie, shot clock about to expire. They got to put up a prayer. Oh my. That just absolutely is a killer. A dagger by Baldasso. Back to a 19-point lead. And Elvar gets it right back. Elvar Fredriksson. Can't trade buckets, though. Baldasso again. It's just not fair, is it? This Italian team is just in a different league tonight. Baldasso has been exceptional. He's got 12 points. Lenison back outside. They want to get some threes. Elvar, short. So Italy have Tonu with 12, Tessitore with 13, Spaniolo with 13, Baldasso with 14, and Mannion with 12. 5 players in double digits. And depending on what happens with Procida, he could also come out and get the double digits. 5:49 remaining. Jan Axel pulls it up. Dangerous pass. Jan Axel from deep. Oh, nice pass. Spaniolo. Tessitore somehow missed that. Ricci with the foul. Hermanson wants this to be reviewed because he thinks he was fouled while shooting a three. Timeout, 5:14 remaining. Italy locked in. 20 of 26 at the free throw line, 11 of 23 from deep. Both teams with 11 threes, but Italy shooting 48% compared to 42% for Iceland. And just overall a better performance from the Azzurri tonight. They've been able to make shots. They scored 19 points off turnovers from Iceland. Look at that young fan behind the bench dancing, kind of shaking. He's got some good rhythm back there. You always wonder how many of these young fans will end up playing for the national team one day. How they're inspired by what they see. Want a taste of it themselves one day. That was the block that led to the bucket at the other end. Atlason getting that bucket. What you would say about Spaniolo and Procida, though, both of them are just played a beautiful game, really. Well, I think that definitely went off Hermanson. Very Baldosa got away with a foul before that. So they are going to change it and give it to Italy. So Italy closing in on their 4th victory, which will be vital for them to carry as many wins as possible into the next round. Ferrari goes, he gets blocked by Trygve Helenissen. And it's plays like that, you just makes you appreciate how big Trygve is. Big 7-footer. Oh. Unforced turnover, 4:45 remaining. Well, if Iceland can knock down a 3 here, they would get back to 15. They've been at that spot before, only for Italy to go right back and score. Trygve. Oh, that's it. And Helenissen, right when he lowered that shoulder, you knew that was going to be it. Yeah, he's got to do better there. He knows that was. Got to catch it and be agile on the feet. Got to be careful that you don't charge, especially when the opponent is looking for it. Tessitore will draw a charge. Mannion. Beautiful play, Nico Mannion to Tessitore. Back to the 20-point lead. Hermanson gets it outside. John Axel. So it's really shaping up what appears to be one of the biggest games for a long time for Iceland. But even if they, you know, they're going to have it all to do to get to the World Cup, even if they beat Great Britain, because they would have lost half of their games. They're 2-2 right now, so if they lose this one, they go to 2-3. If they beat England, the only thing is you don't carry over the wins against the teams that don't advance. Well, you know, this Iceland crowd, they don't come back and win, they're going to be disappointed. They're fully behind this team. They've been thinking about this game all day, all week. Chance to watch the national team play. You know, tickets hard to get, I suspect. So one last roll of the dice for Iceland. And 4 minutes remaining. Curry passes it out. Nice pass. Mannion. Oh boy, just looking sharp, the Italians. Well done, Italy. Prepared for this game. And, you know, and to be honest, the shots just have not fallen for Iceland. They need to make these. They need to make more, obviously. They can make some more free throws. And I think that's basically what it boils down to. If it's under 2 minutes, they could review it. Yeah, he didn't come close to touching that. So they're going to challenge. I think they would have liked to have saved that challenge. They're gonna give the ball to Iceland here. What I like in that is the reaction by Nico Mannion when the opponent from Iceland complained. When Janssen complained, and Mannion looked, just kind of shook his head. It's like, I can't believe you're going to challenge that. Of course you hit it. He didn't come close to hitting it. Hilmar Henningsen going to the line. First point of the game. So now just 3 minutes remain. Italy will play Lithuania in their last game of the first round. Raimondo just wants this thing to end. He doesn't want to see turnovers. Traveling the call. Good defense. Raimondino is going to have an entirely different challenge at home against Lithuania, that's for sure. Having watched them play tonight before this game against Great Britain. Time running out for Iceland. Oh, how about that? Just made his free throws. Maybe that's impacted his shooting. Henningsen knocks down the three. Johnson slow to get up. Oh. Mannion caught him. Let's have another look. So Mannion raises his right arm. I don't think there's anything in that. That was a three from Henningsen. They could have used that earlier in the game while they were struggling. Okay, well, let's see what they're going to call. So no inadvertent. So one last timeout. I'm sure this is Italy just to say, hey guys, let's finish this game the right way. Let's keep our emotions in check. How far can this Italy team go and not only get to the World Cup, but remember they got to the quarterfinals last time in Manila. Obviously, Gianmarco Pizzuto was the head coach of that team. I think there's a lot to like. I mean, I'm guessing that there would be a couple of players, 2 or 3, well, definitely be a couple of players, maybe 3 or 4 players they would add to this unit. Obviously, Simone Fontecchio, who's going to play in the next window. Henningsen whistled for the foul with 2:01 remaining. Raimondino thinking, can't we just speed the clock up? Oh, a little hesitation. And now the ball thrown away right into the hands of Tonut. Ferrari missing it from the corner. Good idea to keep the basketball, but Gudmundsson, Bragi Gudmundsson, not able to finish. Baldasso to Tonu, gives it back. Oh my. Baldasso has just had the game of his life tonight. That finish, that was sublime. Baldasso now 16 points to lead Italy in scoring. Henningsen misses, but the offensive rebound's there. Well, the pass intercepted, far too easy, and Tonut goes in, and he is fouled as he lays it up. Oh dear, this is not what you want if you're Raimondino. You don't want to get one of your players hurt. Now what's happening? Spaniolo goes out. I think all you can say about Italy tonight is they have taken care of business. I mean, they came in, they did what they had to do. It just looked efficient on offense, made shots, took advantage of opportunities. Three-point shot is good. Gets it back to a 19-point deficit. Will Italy cross midcourt and just hold on to the ball? I suspect that'll be it. So the Italians, they came, they saw, and you know the rest. They definitely conquered Iceland tonight, avenging that earlier defeat in the qualifiers, and now setting up a most intriguing showdown between Iceland and Great Britain, the winner of which will advance to the second round. And I think you can see that there are Italians pulling for their team. They seem to be pretty happy. That's the fourth win for Italy in the first round, 102-83. They get it done against Iceland here in Reykjavik. Well, the nature of the qualifiers is you have highs and you have lows, and you have to put the disappointments behind you and come out strong next time. And it's also a case of when you win, you also have to forget it and keep your focus for that next game, because that next game for Italy is going to be hugely important as they try to collect another win and get to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. The wins will carry over. Seems like some of the Italian fans are happy. Want to capture this moment forever on video. Look at the numbers. Italy, 59% inside the arc, so they pulled off a little bit, but 46 from deep, 78% at the free throw line. Out rebounded Iceland. 6 more steals. Baldasso was on fire. Tonu, Tessitore, all did well. Hermanson had the type of game that was going to keep his team in it for a while, but he just needed some help. He got some help, but it wasn't nearly enough. Italy were just too good tonight. So in the fourth quarter, plenty of Italian style. Saw some fighting spirit from Iceland. They may not have believed they were going to come all the way back, Iceland, once it got to about 20 points, but they certainly believed they could try, and they did. But Italy kept their cool heads. Elvar Fredriksson. No big comeback for him tonight, because Baldasso was quite possibly the player of the game for Italy. Well, Trygve stayed out there for as long as he could. In the end, he lasted 24 minutes before fouling out, but his foul troubles caused problems for the team. That was one of those shots made by Baldasso that just made you think this is their night. That was Thor Bjarnason making that shot. So here are the standings. Italy go back to the top alone, 4-1. They take on Lithuania, who improved to 3-2 tonight with their win over Great Britain, and Iceland are 2-3. They play Great Britain in their next game. Lithuania go up against Italy.